Hi everyone, this is Joseph Sang. Today we'll be talking about a complex adjustment of status application success story. It is a 204L surviving relative success story, but basically the petitioner passed away, and we're doing a family scenario when there's actually employment and there's other types of scenario as well. This is a super nuanced area of law, but so few people know about it, even including a lot of the attorneys. Just recently, we had a case where the it's an EB-5 applicant, and they've been the wait is so long. The beneficiary, the person who invested $1 million, passed away. The family didn't know about it, and the attorney said, "You go ahead and just withdraw. The case is hopeless," and they withdrew the application. It's super sad because if they knew about this provision, they wouldn't have withdrawn, and they would have continued to apply, and the whole family would have gotten a green card. In this particular case that I'm talking about, is it's a family petition. It's a sister petitioning sister, and for anybody who knows, that could take 10, 15 years. And our client, who's the beneficiary, they've been waiting in the US probably for a good 5 years now. And then the sister, right before the interview, passed away. Okay, so our clients have been here, the entire family's been here, and then the sister who's petitioning them passed away, and they are super devastated. When they came to the office, they think it's completely hopeless, and they were just going to pack up bags and finally leave the country. They no longer want to remain in the US. And then I told them, no, you qualify for this provision, 204L. Don't you know about it? And like, no, I didn't. So here are a couple elements that you have to meet. One, there's a pending I-130 or I-140 approval, or it's in the process of doing it. In this case, they had the I-130 approved years and years ago, and they're about to file the 485 adjustment of status application. So that they fulfill that. The second one was actually super tricky. They need to be in the U.S. The U.S. needs to be their home. That was tricky because they were under a particular visa category that did not need to give them a salary. So they weren't paying taxes. They didn't have a particular salary, and they were renting from a friend, so they didn't have like a real estate here. The third requirement is that this is completely discretionary. The officer doesn't have to approve this case. They are doing you a favor by even reviewing the case, because the underlying basis of this application is no longer there. It's moot. It's a sister petitioning sister application, joining of the families, unification of the families. But your sister already passed away. You're joining nobody. Why should we still grant you the green card? And in this case, our client is a good church-going fellow. She serves at the church. She does a lot of community service. There's a lot of letter of recommendation from the pastors. She's been a faithful follower of Jesus Christ. We were able to just provide all of these documentation to show that she is a good person. So please, officer, approve the case. The fourth difficult thing about this is that she has to have a substitute sponsor that qualifies. In family petitions, you're limited. Even though you have wealthy people that's willing to sponsor you, if it's not one of these people, they don't qualify. So you have to think it's a cross, right? So maybe it's your children, it's your spouse, it's your parents, it's your sister-in-law, it's your brother. You have to be your close-knit family that qualify. So in this case, we found one of the brother-in-law that was able to sponsor her, provide them the application. I am replacing my sister who passed away to sponsor and support this application. Put everything in, and the entire case got approved, and the whole family got a green card. We actually started the application a long, long time ago, and we followed their journey for the entire time, and we're grieving with them because we knew the sister as well. It's a very, very sad story, but we're very, very thankful that the U.S. has really good provisions and understanding provisions like this. And I know a lot of people get scared off. Anytime it's discretionary, they just say, no, it's going to be denied to the U.S. And they just have a very cynical view of the U.S. government. But in our experience, they are very understanding people like you and I, and we provide them good documentation. And these officers, They want to approve good cases, want to go home and tell their spouse that, hey, I did a good thing today and look what we were able to accomplish. If you have a question about this surviving spouse provision, feel free to reach out to us. We'll give you our feedback. I'm totally happy to talk about these cases. I know it's a sad time, but it could be done. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.